And everybody thought I was not going to have a live show tonight. We welcome you to what would be a very quick episode of TWC with the time now at 10:45 in the evening right here in this big beautiful country. We are live on Cool FM and on Cool TV, as well as our social media platforms and our online radio websites. And let's cut to the chase here, and I wanted to give you fellas an update about what's going on lately with my personal life. Now, the reason why I decided that this is going to be a 15-minute program is this is going to be a quick episode, as I mentioned, because why the heck not? Quick agenda, obviously updates on what has happened with my CPU so far as we know it, and what will happen next week. So, um, let's cut to the chase again, as I mentioned, with the recent news that we got from the CPU, and we were told there will be a part that will be involved in this. What do we call this? I couldn't say fixing because fixing is an overused word. I should call it surgery because it's a replacement of one part to another part. Now, there's a reason why. As I mentioned last time around, one of the parts of the computer broke down and therefore caused a domino effect, which resulted in the CPU not being working, and therefore we had to check it. And the result was what we have feared, and that is one of the parts is unfortunately broken. So therefore, we have no other alternatives but to find a new part that is best suitable for the CPU. Though I'm hoping we can find a good quality part because the old part that we have is obviously not as good as the current one. Although I'll have to check YouTube because last time around we had technical difficulties, so I'm going to check if we have some audio, and if ever we have, let me see if we have some. Alright, there we go. Now I can hear myself again. Finally, it has been a long time since I last heard myself talking to myself. Anyways, what will happen next week? Next week, there will be no TWC, of course. I have to start preparing for the upcoming school year and subsequently Cool and the School, the most historic collaboration of all time, where two of the biggest corporations in the country in the world of fan-made broadcasting are joining forces with two of the most prestigious names in education in Mega Manila. And although it will start on July 21, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to bring you the program from the start till the end of the school year. We're not PBS in the United States. We are not DepEd TV. We're only there to go on the airwaves if there will be any school event where our school branch will be involved. So that is the main purpose of Cool and the School. And quite frankly, I'm now already preparing as early as right now, actually, about the first event. As I mentioned last episode, the first event that we will be airing under Cool and the School will be obviously the student council election. Of course, there will be a special program there where there will be some introduction of the candidates who will be running for a position, as well as some debates. I believe, I don't think there will be a debate, but I think there will be. If ever there will be one, then that will be much more interesting. A Q&A would also be possible if ever there will be some students who will be interested in such Q&A matter. And as for the voting, as for election day, D-Day, which is voting day, I'm not even sure if we can actually do a live broadcast of said voting day, but I don't necessarily think we can do that thing. However, we will be bringing you the results in the form of who wins in the election. We don't. That doesn't necessarily mean we have some form of transparency because the votes will be confidential and it's going to be kept secret until the certification, I believe, of the certification and verification of the official results of the election voting. So we couldn't do a partial and unofficial voting coverage, and it's we'll just call it a private matter, to say the least. And I have received word that one of my friends who recently have their Discord account no longer accessible, create a brand new Discord account, and she told me on DMs that she's waiting for my Discord link, and I did send to her, and now she's probably sleeping, and I certainly hope she gets a nice sleep. And also, I want to point out Stewberry. Why she's not? Why did she did not have YWS lately? First and foremost, personal life. She had lots of events lately. That's number one. Second, she's currently focused on her school journalism career. I wish her the best of luck. And third, she's having problems with Discord. Although she is finding some time to create a brand new account on Discord, I'm hoping we can at least receive some news from her as soon as possible. And therefore, other than my comments, I have no other information nor any idea about what else is not necessarily gonna, the word, but I should remove that word perhaps. I don't actually know what is happening on Stu's point of view, so I'll have to provide you updates as soon as we have it, or either way, Stu will provide you one. Let's see, what else do we have in here. I was told that the Dream Cars' network, KVC, is interested in airing Call in the School. I simply told within the last couple of days ago that fan-made networks, regardless whether it is on television or radio, can still air Cool in the School. However, this will be on a registration basis, meaning to say that they cannot simulcast the program if they don't register for such an event. For example, the upcoming student council election coverage. You have to register. To register your network so that you can simulcast with us. And then once the event is over, your registration is expired. You'll have to wait for the next event, and then you have to register again. And this, of course, has an exemption, which is the official verified simulcasters whom have already applied since within the last couple of months, actually, which is the month of June. We've already started the registration for those who will be simulcasting with us for the entire school year. Now, this does not guarantee that we will be airing all of the events. This does not guarantee we're going to air all of the events. Some of them will be some sort of a more centered on every section. So we don't want to air those stuff. What we wanted to air on Cool in the School are events that can be watched or by everybody, or everybody is being involved. If a event is involved by a small group of people, or perhaps a section by section, we're not going to air that thing. For the sake of privacy of every section, we're not going to do that one. The only thing that we'll be airing are events that are applicable to everyone, regardless of grade level, regardless of section. Let's say we have some sort of a party on our section. We're not going to air that thing. But the main program, that is what we are going to air. The main program where everybody will be told to get out of their classrooms and watch the entire thing standing at the grounds. That is the one that we'll be airing. Now, quick question. Will Therapy, our technical team, will get access to the publication page? Obviously, no. But we do have the right to share it, um, as demonstrated last May with Summerfest 2025. Uh, and again, it was a complete disaster because our technical team suffered an internet outage at that time, and therefore the only plausible way was to air it on YouTube. Because although we do have a technical team, uh, which is a backup, we don't have the same capacity to air it on Facebook. So hopefully that problem will be solved. I'll try to communicate with the rest of the technical team here in Cool FM, if ever, so that we can have some form of a contingency plan or a plan B if ever our main, which is the Therapy TV command center, would suffer internet loss. We should supposed to create a plan B for the live stream to keep on going. Or either way, this is not going to end up so well, just like last time around, and we don't want that one to happen. Finally, there will be no Sunday show tomorrow. There will be no Sunday show tomorrow. There's a reason for that one. Reason number one, I have to start preparing for the 4-hour broadcast of SWP, which will occur next week, July 20. Now, what is going to happen on July 20? What else is going to happen on July 20? The 4-hour broadcast of SWP next week is a part of a larger SWP tour. Yes, you heard that one right. It's a Sunday primetime party tour throughout the nation's capital to witness the end of the summer vacation with a bang. Let's end the summer vacation with a bang. Let's do it as usual. Sunday Primetime Parties' tour for July 20 will start at Alabang from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This will be followed by Pasay. Or either way, if ever we can't proceed with Pasay, we can go with Parañaque in the form of Entertainment City. That will be our plan B if ever. Plan A, which is in Pasay, would not push through. That one will be from 2:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. Then will be the 4-hour broadcast on Cool FM. We will be from east to west. East Ortigas to West Ortigas. The first 2 hours will be from East Ortigas, and that will be from 6 to 8. That will be our target, all right? This will be our target. The first 2 hours will be from 6 to 8 in the evening. And then West Ortigas, which is the second half, the last 2 hours of the program, where we will be live at Bridgetown at Opus Mall from 8 p.m. all the way till 10 p.m. And of course, this is the last 2 hours will feature a back-to-back session with the returning DJ Moon. You heard that one right. Perfect timing actually, because July 20 is also her birthday. So I wanted to make it much more special by giving her the last 2 hours of the program for her selected playlist, in which she already DM'd me about what the songs I should play on behalf of her, even though it's a back-to-back. And lastly, after the program, I'll have to head straight to Green Hills for the grand party of SWP, where I'll be performing, of course, with all the favorite tracks in the world of trance, progressive, techno, house, and EDM from 12 midnight all the way till 2 in the morning on July 21. And it appears we have run out of time. Imagine that. Time flies really fast. And I have to prepare myself for what would be a grueling 1 week. And in all honesty, I have no idea what will happen next week, because next week is going to be a very crucial week. It's the last week of the summer vacation. I have to prepare a lot of things to make way for the 21st of July, where Avengers assemble. Imagine that. And that brings us to an end here on TWC. I'll inform you ahead of time, because since this broadcast is relatively short and it's on purpose, I'll try to have a Sunday show. I'll try to have a Sunday show in the form of a very special episode of TWC, but not the music shows. Again, I have no intention of doing a music show tomorrow. because of the obvious fact that I am occupied throughout the day tomorrow. But I'll try to have a Sunday show in the form of a special TWC broadcast. From all of us here at Cool FM, this has been DJ Sen. We'll see you along the way. Enjoy the continuation of your weekend and hope you have yourselves a very pleasant good night. See you, everybody.
99.5 Cool FM. Cool Kanito, number one sa Mega Manila.